How's it going, people? Jeff here from Ecom Geeks. Today we are going to be doing a store review of bamboo underwear, so let's get under it. How's it going, people? Jeff here from Ecom Geeks. Today we're going to be doing a review of bamboo underwear, so let's get started. Okay, so right off the bat, you guys are missing a hero banner, and that is huge. So you need a hero banner that says who you are and what you sell as soon as possible. That defines them, and then make sure that you have a call to action button that says shop now or whatnot. It's not the same as having two different topics and splitting between them. You need that hero banner. I like afterwards that you can have it divided into men and women. I mean, I do like how your homepage isn't too long. That's nice because it shouldn't be. That being said, there are a few things that you can add. One would be social proof. So if you have store reviews or product reviews, you can list some of those nearer to the bottom. If you've been featured in any newspapers or magazines or anything like that, that is amazing. So if you haven't done that yet, see if you can. And then you can have, that across as well. That can provide a lot of proof. You also should have something about yourself as a brand, as a company. So you should say what you believe in, whether that's, being proud of what you wear or, increasing intimacy in the bedroom. It's completely up to you, whatever defines that the best. One thing I've noticed is that you're missing a favicon at the top left. So definitely make sure to go into your theme settings and add that in there. Hugely important, because then you can tell if your customer has multiple tabs, they can tell which one's yours. Hugely important, very useful. So let's take a look at your footer here. So there's some good stuff in here. There's actually a few things that I might move to your header. What I would do, you have these two things of information that provide some background about who you are and what you care about as a company and a brand. So I would add another section in here, a similar section idea to this here, where you've got an image on one side and then you have a description on the other. And then I would have a short description here about what you stand for and who you are, and then have a link to a page like this that kind of combines the information of these two pages, your factories as well as your fabrics. Just make that clear, because that can help make a personal connection with your customer and highly encourage them to actually make a purchase, go to checkout and whatnot. The last thing on your homepage that I'd like to talk about is actually your navigation. So right now your navigation is not too bad. I'm not sure if I would put buy three get one free there. It's good that you have that sort of deal. You might want to consider like a product upsell app, that can encourage, buy three get one free, or something like that, as opposed to putting it in the header. I mean, you could also put it in your hero banner. I don't know. It seems like a strange place to put it. I might go about a different means of doing that. The way of going about that is very much up to you, though, because that's more of a deal rather than a separate navigation page to go to, or at least it should be. So yeah, going to focus back on your navigation here. So your navigation isn't bad, but because of the industry that you guys are in, it could be way better. What I would highly recommend is getting a mega menu. So this here is Buddha Mega Menu by Buddha Apps, and you can use whatever mega menu you want. The only reason why I pulled up this one is because these guys have been around for literally years now, and they definitely know what they're doing. That being said, there's tons of mega menu apps. So this is their demo site, and having something like this or that would be very useful for your site, because you are selling, a specific type of fashion. This allows people to very quickly filter down what they're looking for, as well as adding images. You've got all these images here, for suggestions, or you could have something like here for, different kinds of underwear and whatnot. It adds a visual appeal to your website while allowing people to funnel into the products that they want to find. So definitely focus on something like that. Another thing that you're dealing with is there are some issues with some of your links. For example, if I click on Shop Men here, it actually brings me to the collection, the new bamboo men boxers, which is not your full men's collection. If I click on men here in your navigation, I can actually see, there's actually, a total of 3 products for men. And there's probably more for that. The thing is that you've separated apparel out into its own separate thing, and I'd recommend highly against that. You should have these guys have the apparel within women and within men. And like I said, that mega menu can help you a lot by adding that in there without it becoming overwhelming. It still allows people to find what they're looking for. Because there's men's apparel that I can see here that I don't see within your main men's collection there. So take the apparel, put it within another navigation within your men's and women's, because that's what people are going to be going for. They're going to be going to men, and if you don't have any apparel, though, they're not even going to go try and check this out. So looking at one of your product pages here, there are things that I like and things that I don't like. So I love that you have color swatches. Those are awesome. The sizing thing here where you can't select the ones that are out of stock. Those are great. Those are fantastic. That being said, I would really love to have your description and your size guide on the side here, because if I need to go down and go to your description here, I can't see your product anymore. It's amazing. It's fantastic that you have them in tabs. It's fantastic that you have a size guide that is exceptionally useful. Definitely, like, kudos to that. Keep that in there for sure. I would just try to move it to the side if you can. I don't know if that's a limitation of the theme you're using or not. So definitely that. You might want to consider a different review app. I believe you're right now using the Shopify one. Yeah, so right now you're using the Shopify one, and there's nothing wrong with the Shopify one. There are just better review apps, especially review apps where people can put in an image or a picture of, the product that they received, whether that's just the product or them wearing it or whatnot. That can be very useful at providing trust for potential customers. In terms of you may also like, this is probably integrated into your theme as well. It's not bad. The one thing I might suggest is there are apps out there that are smart, that they pick up on different trends that people are doing. Typically when somebody buys product X, they also are interested in products Y and Z. Most default Shopify themes will just have it so that there are popular products down here, whereas you could have, a smart system that will actually suggest things that people are interested in getting. The other thing that you might be interested in doing is having an upsell app. So something like, you have the buy 3 get 1 free. You could have it as something else. You could have it as an upsell app where, buy 2 of this particular thing, get 1 free, or, typically bought together, or, you buy this as a bundle and you get, 20% off, or you get free shipping or something like that. There's a lot of great upsell apps like that that can help conversions, and help kind of build what you're trying to get at with your buy 3, get 1 free. So I've done a speed test of your website, and it's actually fairly slow, which is obviously not a good thing. It's hard to tell exactly what's going on. I was able to find out one of your apps, so the Zipify one-click upsell, that's slowing things down. Sometimes when you get too many apps, some of them start conflicting with each other. Also, if you've installed apps and uninstalled them, sometimes that code still remains in your theme, and that can start causing conflicting issues. Yeah, so you're gonna have to take a look through this, figure out what's slowing down your store so much, and get that resolved, because you need it to load quickly for people. The last thing I'm going to talk about is your website SEO. So I've just grabbed one of your products here. So this is just the classic thong, etc., etc. So the description is not bad, but it's obvious that you haven't actually gone through and updated the SEO. By default, Shopify grabs your product's description and uses that as your base SEO. But this can be greatly improved. There are some useful keywords there if people were trying to search for this on Google. Ultra comfortable, sexy, sustainable. The only thing is, like, it doesn't include lingerie at all, which is a huge thing. If I was trying to find this classic thong on Google, I'd probably type in, classy lingerie or something like that. I might type in thong directly. I mean, that's in the title, but I don't think it's really used for the rest of the description here. So yeah, I would definitely recommend going through each of your products on the back end of your Shopify store and updating your SEO so that includes those keywords that people are actually going to use to try and find your product, and just tell as much about your product in something very concise so that people will actually click on those Google search links. So there you go. There's my review of Bamboo underwear. I hope that helps. Catch you next time. If you need help with your Shopify store, whether that's setup, conversions, marketing, or otherwise, I'd invite you to book a one-on-one session with me. Below you can find a link to book a date and time that works for you.